G'day guys, Joe mate Big J here and welcome to another edition of Aussie Boxing Talk. And today I'm actually going to go over two things. I probably should have waited until the Jai Pattaya fight to do this video, but I'm going to do it now anyway. So, as the title says guys, history repeats itself. Justice Huni unfortunately knocked out by Fabio Wardley in the 10th round. Justice was dominating the fight, using his footwork, his speed, his ring IQ. He was winning probably, by the end of the stoppage, it was 8 rounds to 1 in favour of Justice. And unfortunately, Justice just got caught by a flash knockdown that knocked him out. So, for those who know Australian boxing history, they would know that this was very similar to the Sam Ottke versus Anthony Mundine fight in 2001, and the Danny Green versus Krzysztof Wodczyk in 2013, where pretty much carbon copies of each other. Just like Justice, Anthony and Danny were winning pretty much every round of the fight. Sam Ottke caught Mundine with a temple shot in the 10th round. I think it was around the same time as this, about halfway through the 10th round. And same with Danny Green. He was up on the cards, I think, 9 rounds to 2 in the fight. Or 9 rounds to 1, sorry, in the fight against Krzysztof Wodczyk. And got caught in the 11th round and was a round and a half away from becoming a legit world champion. Same with Mundine. So, very similar situation. I'm surprised yet not surprised. I'm not surprised that Justice Huni got knocked out. As I said, I've been calling for this since Justice took on the South African guy, the blown up cruiserweight, who's Kevin Langley, I think his name is. I can't remember his name. And the other blown up cruiserweight that he fought, and he got caught in those fights. The only thing is those guys didn't have the power to knock out Justice, because he is 248 pound. He's quite a decent sized heavyweight. And yeah, once again, ladies and gentlemen of Australian boxing, I was right. I saw this coming. Yeah, I mean, the thing is that to say that you see someone's knockout coming is that you have to build up evidence to it. And Justice's chin is not there, because Fabio Wardley, and Fabio Wardley's knocked out everyone. He's got, 19-1 with 18 KOs. So he's knocked out everybody. I think he got a draw. I think he had a draw or a loss against the one person, and then he knocked him out in the rematch. And I can't remember what that fella's name is. But, when you're taking on someone with that many knockouts, and all but one fight didn't go past the 6th round, Justice did the right thing and tied him out. But unfortunately, he just got caught. He just put his chin down for that split second and boom, perfect counter punch right on the jaw, and away he went. Now, there's a lot of people out there that think the fight was rigged. And you people are fucking idiots. That the ref was a fast count. It wasn't a fast count. His glove was still on. Go and watch the tape. His glove was still on the canvas by the count of 8. He got up. He was stumbling all over the place. And the ref said no. Because if he let it continue, he just would have got belted again. So, and that's boxing. I mean, that's boxing. He got caught cold, which he did, and unfortunately he got knocked out, and another Australian bites the dust. I mean, this keeps on happening, because I keep on saying, people call me a hater. Oh, you hate Aussie boxers. No, I don't. I love Aussie boxers. The problem is they're just not good enough. It's as simple as that. Elite fighters do not get caught, right, after winning 8 rounds of a, 8 rounds of a 12-round fight. You're up, 8 rounds to 2, 9 rounds to 1. Elite fighters don't get caught. So Justice got careless, right, showing his inexperience, because once again, he's only 13 fights in. Got careless and got caught. And why I don't think it will derail his career, but it'll certainly be a step back, because Eddie's like, well, now what does he do with him? And Eddie Hearn does not treat Australian fighters well. He treats the girls well. He doesn't treat the boys well. You know, Dempsey McKean had 2 fights, got knocked out by Moses. I know Dempsey McKean got knocked out in a round. That's a bit different story. I don't think Dempsey McKean will be heard from again. Well, not on the international level. Liam Paro was a champion for 3 seconds, right? And now he's with no limit. I don't think if George loses this fight that he's got next week with Richardson Hitchens, I seriously doubt you're going to hear from him again. Well, certainly not from Matchroom, because I think he's had his 3 fights with Matchroom, like Lopez. No, hang on. No. I think this will be his second of the 3-fight deal. I think if he does have a 3-fight deal. Jai Pataya, he's fighting later on today. That starts at 7 o'clock. That shouldn't be a problem for him. But unfortunately, another Australian fighting overseas and another Australian getting knocked out. And I'm not going to call it a world title fight. WBA interim, that's not a world title fight. That's a regional belt. God, the WBA, they've got 3 champions. They got Usyk as the super. They got the Russian or the Bulgarian or whatever his name is as as the regular, and then they've got Fabio Wardley as the interim, which is just ridiculous. So Fabio Wardley will fight Kolobev, I can't remember his name, will fight that particular fighter next. But anyway, I don't really want to get into the politics of the WBA. They really give me the shits, the WBA. So I'm not going to get into that. But Justice, is he done? No. Is this an end of his career? No. Will it delay it somewhat? Yes. Can he come back to the Australian scene? No, because there's no one to fight. Like I said on T-Street's video, there is no one to fight. He would beat pretty much everybody on the domestic level scene. The only person that would probably be a decent fight in Dempsey McKean is how is he going to recover from his first round knockout. So that's another interesting story. There's really no one on a domestic level scene. Turamoya Jr. would be the only one, and he's like 7 or 8 fights in, so that would probably be the only domestic fight that I would entertain for Justice Huni. But yeah, I mean, I really don't think, I don't know where Justice goes from here. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Matchroom dumps him now, but like, well, now what am I going to do? What are we going to do with him? Because, you know, he's off the domestic level, but he has 1 fight internationally and he gets knocked out. So, Huni's team going to have to prove what sort of negotiators they are, so to keep him going. Now, the other thing I wanted to bring up is Shanika Johnson, it is official. She will be fighting Sharia Medkar for the undisputed 118 bantamweight women's belts, so all the belts. Shanika's WBA, Sharia's IBF, and the 2 vacant belts, courtesy of Dina Thorson, who I believe is now pregnant, and she has relinquished both her belts. They're vacant WBC and WBO, so all the belts will be on the line on the undercard of Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano 3. So, fantastic opportunity for Shanika Johnson. I don't think she's even 30 yet. Sharia Metcalf is in her 40s, so there's going to be a massive age gap. I mean, Shanika's last fight, she took on and defeated quite easily. I think she knocked her out in the 8th round or something. Nina Hughes, who looked every second of 42 years of age. Every second of 42 years of age. Yeah, so it's going to be an interesting fight. I can't remember when the actual fight is. I think it's next month sometime. I should have probably looked that up. But it would be interesting to see that if Shanika Johnson does one better than what Desley Robinson does, because this is actually a legit unification bout. It's undisputed, but it's actually a legit unification bout because Nina is a legit. Not Nina. Shanika is a legit champion, and so is Sharia. So it's a unification bout, undisputed, which will one up Desley Robinson, who only a couple of months ago won the IBF and WBO middleweight titles, but the WBO title was vacant at the time. Where Shanika is actually legit walking into a unification / undisputed fight, because she is putting up her belt against Sharia's IBF belt, along with Thorsland's 2 vacant titles. How that fight will go, probably advantage Shanika. She's a lot younger. I think she's had more fights, even though Metcalf did beat the Japanese girl twice. I think her name was Yukiya Mishridera, I can't remember her name, but the one that beat Ebony Bridges, that put Ebony Bridges into retirement. The less said about Ebony Bridges, the better. So that'll be interesting. So basically it's onward and upward to the Jaipatai fight, which will be happening later today. What time's it now? It's just on 1:15 Australian Eastern Standard Time. So in about another 6 hours, that card will kick off on the Gold Coast. But that's it for now, guys. Stay tuned. There'll be more videos coming out. I'll be doing more videos of T Street, of course. Tackle the bull, wrestle a crock, harden yourselves the fuck up, and have yourselves a great day.